Okay, hello. First things first, today I'm going to show you how you can actually get onto MATLAB if you're a student at Bangor University. There's a system called DesktopAnywhere that Bangor use, which allows you to access a lot of different programs, including MATLAB, from anywhere in the world as long as you've got an internet connection. And that's how I'm going to show you how to get access to MATLAB today. So if you can see in the address bar, I've just put the address. I'll also put it in the information on attached to this video, but it's connect.bangor.ac.uk. If you just press enter there. Now all you need to do is put in your username and password. Now sometimes I'm using Firefox to open this. If you use some other different types of internet browser, maybe Internet Explorer or Google Chrome or Safari, if you frequently use that, sometimes this can have issues. Basically, anything that doesn't like using Java or anything that Java doesn't like working with tends to not like running this bit of program. So Firefox is normally a good bet. So if you're in doubt, I'd try using Firefox. And you may need to, when you first try and log in, it may prompt you that you need to update your Java. So if you just go through that process and agree to updating it. Now, on the left-hand side, you can see there's this section labeled Workspace, and there's a few different programs here. You've got your GNOME desktop, so that's access to one of the Unix servers for the university. And then you've got Linux for Research, similarly another Unix-based server. You've got this Unibest desktop session, which is similar to one we'll be using, but not quite the same. Now, originally, this used to be full of different programs, but for some reason that I'm not quite sure why, they've decided to limit this. And so instead of just being able to click MATLAB from this list, you now have to go to Bangor University Student Desktop. So if you click on Bangor University Student Desktop, you should double click on it. Then I'll go through a progress of connecting. If you're on a Windows PC, this connection may look slightly different. I'm using X11, which is what I'm using on my Mac, but it may be different on your computer. So it'll take a bit of time to load up here. If you've never accessed your computer over DesktopAnywhere, it can take a bit longer because it has to reset up the settings. Looks like we're making some progress here. We've got Tabach, which is a piece of language software that Bangor University uses, and this loads up every time you open your desktop. Okay. It's thinking about it. Now, there is a reservation. As you can see, loading up the Bangor University student desktop is not a fast process, and therefore using MATLAB through the student desktop is not a particularly fast process, at least interacting with MATLAB. MATLAB operations are just as fast as they would be if you're on a regular computer, but sending commands to MATLAB takes slightly longer because you're going over the internet. So if you're using MATLAB regularly, I would definitely recommend getting a student license. Student licenses, I think, at the moment run between £28–30 for a student license. So you just go onto the MathWorks website and then go through the process of getting that. I'll also put a link to that in the information page. Okay, seems like it's running now. So if you just go to the start button, there you can see MATLAB's already in there because it's a previously used program. But if you just go to all programs, and then MATLAB, and then if you just go into MATLAB 2014A. So this is last year's version, but it's still quite advanced. It's more aesthetic. You have some prettier colours and not as many directly different features as previous versions of MATLAB, but mainly they've made it look nicer. So if you've got a copy of 2013 or 2012, the fundamental differences will be slim compared to 2014. I know with 2015 they've changed how their default colour bar is, if that's something that you're interested in. Of course, as you'll find out when you get to use MATLAB, this sort of thing can be done manually. As with most of the new features that come with new versions of MATLAB, there's always ways that you can do the same things that come with the new version of MATLAB. Argument would be that when MATLAB introduces them, they may be optimize them a bit better than you would doing the programming, but it's better than nothing. So you can see MATLAB starting to load up now. As I said before, this is MATLAB 2014A. MATLAB releases 2 versions a year normally, an A version and a B version, A being around the end of the first quarter, so March, and then the B version being kind of end of the third quarter, kind of end of September, October sort of time. Now, the A version is the only version they actually give a student version, so if there's features that come with the B and you're wanting them as a student, likelihood is you're going to have to wait till the next A version comes around the next year. But as I said before, there's never dramatically different features as such that come with each version, just maybe slight layouts changes. So now it seems that seems to have loaded up. So I'm going to just talk briefly about this in the next session. So I'll finish this session here. Thank you.